From being born in the same hospital as LeBron to Muggsy Bogues being his favorite basketball player, here are 8 things you didn't know about Steph Curry. Number 1. Curry and LeBron were born in the same hospital. Curry's main rival for the best player of his generation is LeBron James, and the two share a weird connection. Of course, you probably already know these two MVP-winning megastars come from the same unassuming Ohio town. Of course, that is a coincidence enough, considering Akron is an unassuming town with a population of fewer than 200,000 people. But even stranger, the two were born in the same hospital. And it's even weirder because the Curry family is not from Ohio. But at the time, Del Curry, Steph's NBA shooting guard father, was playing for the Cavs. It was his only season in Cleveland, just long enough for Steph to be born in Akron. Cleveland didn't protect Del in the expansion draft, and the brand new Charlotte Hornets picked him. Curry Sr. would play for the new team for a decade, and that's why Steph considers North Carolina his home. In a series of hard-fought NBA finals were burped in the same maternity ward. Still, Steph plays down his connection to Ohio. That makes sense. He left when he was 1 year old. But King James clearly finds the coincidence amusing. When asked if Curry's birth in Akron is the secret to his success, LeBron replied with a smile. That's already self-explanatory. But the conclusion is obvious. If you want your kid to be an MVP, ensure they're born at Akron General Medical Center. Number 2. Curry was a child actor. After emerging from that Akron hospital, this adorable child didn't take long to get noticed. Burger King made the wise decision to cast young Steph and Father Del in a commercial. In that advert, Senior asks his son what he wants to be when he grows up. And of course, the future Hall of Famer replies, a basketball player.
Steph, what are you gonna be when you grow up?
A basketball player.
Boy, that's gonna take a lot of hard work and practice.
I don't know, kid. The odds are against you. Sure, little Steph got the gig thanks to his father's celebrity status, but his natural charisma is already reflected as he tells Dad he's hungry. Of course, leading commercial campaigns have become second nature for Steph. Today, you can't turn on the darn TV set without seeing the adult Curry hawking everything from sandwiches to car insurance. And you can see why the Warrior star is so good at it. He's got plenty of practice. The commercial also reflects the special relationship Steph has with his father. As a tribute to his dad for the help and support, Steph wears the same jersey number as his father. Del wore the number 30 for Charlotte, and the Warrior star chose to do the same. He explained, "I wear number 30 to pay homage to my dad. It was the number he wore to the pros from high school to college, and I felt that was the right number to celebrate what he accomplished in his career." And indeed, it was Del who helped him perfect that ridiculous shooting ability. The Warrior star remembers that during his sophomore year in college, Steph struggled with his jumper. "It was the most frustrating summer for me. I couldn't shoot outside the paint for the first 3 weeks. After that, when I was at camps all summer, people were like, 'Who are you? Why are you playing basketball?' But his father helped him find that rhythm. But more importantly, he corrected Steph's mechanics. Steph is only 6'3" and can easily be blocked when shooting from the hip. Del had some experience with that as a 6'4" guard, so he taught his son to shoot from above his head. This was the first step towards the magical jumper we see on the court today, and thank goodness for that tip. Number 3. Steph's favorite player is Muggsy Bogues. Although Del was undoubtedly the most significant influence on the young Curry, his favorite player was Muggsy Bogues. Yep, not Michael Jordan or Larry Bird. The main reason was that Bogues, a mere 5 feet 3 inches tall, overcame his diminutive stature to become an elite point guard. And Steph saw Bogues play a lot because he paired up with Del Curry for the Charlotte Hornets. Curry remembers that Muggsy would pick me up and fly me like an airplane in the locker room. We became kind of like a family. Bogues remembers playing with him as a 3 to 4 year old and says, "Who knew he would turn into possibly the greatest shooter in basketball? Lord knows, look at him now." And of course, Bogues was an influence on Steph's unstoppable jumper as well. If anyone knew how to shoot from a low point of release without getting blocked, it was Charlotte's tiny but lethal number 1. Number 4. Curry has the fastest jump shot ever recorded. Steph may have been slow to develop that shot, but once he did, watch out. We all know that the babyface assassin has a very accurate shot, but the real secret to his success is the quickness of his release. Curry launches that jumper within 0.4 seconds, so well before his defenders can get organized. That's the fastest time any player recorded, ever. How little are 0.4 seconds? That's precisely the amount of time it takes a ball to rotate once in the air. How does he get that release done so darn quickly? Dell's fatherly advice contributed significantly. You see, Steph already has his arms raised as a starting position, and if you pay close attention, the guard releases while still rising, and not when he's at the highest point. These two elements shave off time, and combined with Steph's natural quickness, result in a rapid-fire motion. Number 5. Steph is addicted to popcorn. A ridiculously quick and accurate shot isn't the only thing Steph inherited from his father. Dell has always had a noted weakness for popcorn. We all love a good serving of popcorn at the movies, but Steph has a self-proclaimed popcorn problem. He literally can't imagine his pre-game routine without it. Steph says, I get off the bus, walk into the locker room, put my stuff down, and go straight to the popcorn table. And if he decides it's good stuff, the sharpshooter won't stop there. If it's really good, I'm eating it before the game, at halftime, and after. Of course, most players couldn't get away with eating snacks slathered in salt and butter before, and even during a game. But no one will tell a star of Steph's caliber what to do. Coach Steve Kerr said he wouldn't intervene. Whatever he's doing, he needs to continue to do. That's my advice. He's also not shy about voicing popcorn hot takes. The guard has eaten the fare at every NBA arena. Being a man of science, Steph has a meticulous scale for popcorn quality based on 5 crucial metrics: freshness, saltiness, crunchiness, butter, and presentation, and has no loyalty to the Warriors concession staff.
Brooklyn, Miami, Dallas, then at the very bottom is LA.
The worst, Staples Center in Los Angeles. The home court popcorn at Oracle Arena ranks 9th overall. Number 6. Curry can sing.
Steph finally made it. Oh!
Kind of. Steph loves to sing and can carry a tune. He finally sang at the 2022 ESPYs to the delight of the crowd. But the funniest instance was at a Foot Locker commercial Steph made with fellow superstar James Harden.
James, I noticed that you think you can sing, but this is the remix with Steph and Curry.
The premise is that Harden is trying to drop an album but is a terrible singer. So Curry mocks him in song, singing that he should probably not quit his day job, but can't carry a tune either. The Warriors guard also loves to sing with his family. His rendition of Hamilton's You'll Be Back with daughters Riley and Ryan while driving in their Infiniti is delightful. But since it's pretty obvious where the real talent is in this family, we'll give him the same advice he gave Harden: don't quit your day job. Number 7. A firmly Christian man. Sonia is responsible for developing Steph's spiritual side. In 2015, after visiting Israel, she exclaimed that she was just transformed spiritually. The proud mother has tattoos in Hebrew, as do Steph and his wife, Ayesha. You see, despite his cheeky demeanor, Curry is a profoundly religious and practicing Christian. Steph believes that the many gifts he has been given and the privileged life he leads are thanks to divine protection. Therefore, he writes, I can do all things. A quote from Philippians 4:13 on every pair of sneakers he owns. Number 8. Steph doesn't believe in the moon landing. On the 20th of July 1969, Apollo 11 landed on the moon, and Neil Armstrong and Edwin Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon as the world held its breath. Or maybe it didn't, if you ask Steph. You see, Curry went on a podcast with Vince Carter and unprovoked decided to go all tinfoil hat on us. With no context whatsoever, he pontificated. Have we ever been to the moon? Nope. They gonna come get us? I don't think so either. And Carter agreed with Steph and echoed his nope. Then Steph said, I don't want to start any conspiracies.
We ever been to the moon?
Nope.
They gonna come get us. I don't think so either.
Elon Musk is the
Sorry, I don't want to
closest
start a
thing we got,
conspiracy.
man.
They ain't been on the moon.
You don't think so?
Now, a lot of people say things like that and get ignored. But Steph is one of the biggest celebrities in America. So NASA was quite upset at having their signature achievement dissed by a basketball player. They decided to publicly educate Curry about the moon landing. To his credit, our favorite guard was respectful and willing to engage. Even President Barack Obama reached out to tell our boy off.
President Obama reached out. I've had yourself, one other astronaut. How significant, the moon landing was. Obviously, it was real.
Our favorite guard was respectful and willing to engage. His mama did raise him right after all. And in the end, Steph admitted that he learned how significant the moon landing was. And obviously, it was real, but he didn't stop there. Under Armour made custom moon landing shoes for Curry. and he donated all the proceeds to science education for the children of America. He may say weird things every now and then, but no one can deny that this Akron, Ohio-born megastar is a class act. But Steph isn't all about faith and hard work. He enjoys life and knows how to spend primo money on his lifestyle when needed. Check out the craziest things he spent millions on. Click the video right now.